Redwire is off to a red start, and so are the other companies in the AI markets today, as we see a huge sell-off kick in towards the end of the market live session this morning. We just wrapped up our live trading, and we were trading GLW after it already dipped about 9.5%. We see it sell down even further, having to manage some of the risk as we see the market dip further. We've got Taiwan Semiconductors down 5.2%, Coherence down 7.39%. So the photonics market seen a big sell down this morning. Getting into the data center markets, you see TSSI is selling off 1.87%, APLD is down 5%. You've got IREN is down 7%, along with Wolfstock down 10%, and Keel is down 10.7%. CoreWeave's down 13.98% today, as NBIS sold off 16% at market open. There were some people that were trading it this morning. I did see that. We had some people in our live session that were doing good at market open, trading this swing. Joey entered in on NBIS and was up already $800 right at market open. So things are going good in certain areas, but now we're here seeing red. And I wanted to clear the air on something. Moving forward into July, the first week of July, I'm going to be exiting all of my medium term positions. So that means any trades that are like 1 to 3 months to 5 months, I'm going to be exiting. So over on the right side with the positions that you see there, all of those positions I'm going to be exited out of. And the reason being is because of the philosophy of Ray Dalio. And why I've had success is because I've taken certain bets that I've been able to make money on, and I've also known my limits. And with this market, even though we see this big sell-off, I'm going to be selling all medium-term stuff. Now that still means, for example, with AMD, I'll be holding AMD long-term. For Taiwan Semi, I'll be holding Taiwan Semi, but I have substantial positions that are in the medium term over the last few quarters. Just thousands of dollars here, dozens of thousands of dollars there, that were in certain positions that maybe 5x'd or 3x'd in some cases on the right. And I'm just going to be exiting all of them. So I kind of want to walk through the reasoning there, and also just go through what we're planning into this next week. So this is the book. It's called Principles, and I've gone through it many different times, and I've read through it probably about 4 times now. And it's a great book. I love the book. But ultimately, it's not even really in the book, this holy grail. What it does is it's risk reduction, okay? And it goes through basically having stocks that are within the same asset class, usually share 60% correlation already. So having a little more diversification can be good if you've had tremendous returns. Now, there's something that's important to note. I'm not going to be becoming this super diversified investor that, I'm in like all these different markets all the time. What I'm saying is that, APLD, for example, we see them go up to 50, they're back down to 35. Oracle, we saw Oracle shoot up to, all-time highs. They're at 250, they're back down to 145. TSSI, or some of these data center plays, or some of these photonics plays, even the quantum markets or the space tech markets, especially with recent moves, we saw big moves on companies like Rocket Lab up to, 100 and what did they reach? $56 a share. They're back down to $98. So I'm still like, these are good deals. We see a lot of pullbacks in top markets, and it's excellent. And I'm going to continue to hold those companies in the long term. But I want you to kind of think about it this way, is that essentially, if I'm more than a considerable amount in one market, I'm getting to a point where I have a good amount of capital, and I want to have no more than about 25 to 30% of my portfolio in one individual sector. So I would rather, rather than going super heavy on AI, I would rather hold, 20% space tech, 20% semiconductors, 20% robotics, 20% in infrastructure and shipping and things like that, and then 20% in drones or defense tech, and just have some those types of positions. I like to do that. Over the last 6 months or 8 months, we've really made tremendous returns. We've gotten to over 100% returns. Excellent. But when it comes down to the frequency of where I'm trying to live, I'm not trying to be in a position where, I'm always stressing about different returns. I think that I could continue to see these gains rocket up and it looks good, but I'm happy to take some profits. And so I don't want to inflate anything. I don't want to like make it anything more than it needs to be, but I'm simply thinking that fewer long term and better differentiated positions, not necessarily a lot of different names, but just holding long term positions and taking some of the profits is how I want to approach it. And so, what it kind of looks at, I'm probably going to be doing no more than about, like I said, 20 to 30% per sector or even name. I'm going to be going heavy in some of the Mag 7 and also heavy in some of the companies that I like that are way smaller. Those are the AMDs, the Oracles, some of the quantum plays, but mostly the space tech plays and some of the AI data center plays. And honestly, I've already kind of done it. I said I made over 100% on over 10 stocks. Right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them we're still in. We exited some positions in some space tech stocks, and you guys saw those over the last few months. If I were to go back and go over those returns, then you'd see that. And while things are changing and I can focus on a lot of different positions at once, Prophecy does make that easy. And again, I like to use Prophecy. Prophecy, we've had our models really getting trained. Some of them are doing well, some of them are not doing well over the last week. A lot of models seem to be holding above 50%. Some are doing well. We just introduced the new Claude model. So I'm going to be still doing a lot of medium-term and short-term trading still, as we do, using Prophecy with our projections and entering and exiting positions as we do in our market open sessions. We'll be there. I'm going to continue to do that. And I'm going to continue to find short-term opportunities for you guys on the channel. And I'm still going to be looking for them. But ultimately, I'm going to be cleaning out, going to take my wins on the semiconductor market, and I'm going to convert it into some longer term positions and continue to build. Now, this is my process. Some people would find this to be like really conservative and like don't sell any of those medium term positions, let your winners ride. But I've already been letting my winners ride significantly. And with SOXL, for example, I could see it go up to 1,000% and back down to 700%. And with all the runs we've had recently, I'm very happy to take some profits and just roll into some more growth into late 2026, 2027, and start to see this 2030 probably going to focus a lot more on robotics. Probably going to be looking at minerals more. We're going to be looking, yes, at energy, but photonics, and hopefully starting to see some real world usage and some things heating up over in the quantum markets. And so having that capital to be able to just focus on a few opportunities is where I think the opportunities are going to be. And again, if you're an investor and you're looking to keep up with the data center markets, the AI markets, and all these companies that are in these markets, using something like Prophecy could be really helpful for you. So if you want to have a look at that, it's the third link in the description below. Go have a look and simply see what you can make happen with Prophecy. And if any of you would like to work with me one-on-one to help with your positions or your portfolio, have a look at the first link in the description below. I don't tell you what to buy or what to sell, but I'm there to help with structured short-term trading or long-term market frontier investing, like some of the markets we mentioned in this video. If you want to get on the cutting edge of those markets in the frontiers, then have a look at the first link below to schedule a call. Thanks so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think about this move. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.